What if the greatest leadership book ever written wasn't written by a CEO, a general, or a self-help guru, but by ancient prophets and kings thousands of years ago? Today, we'll uncover timeless leadership strategies hidden in the Bible. Stories of courage, vision, planning, and servant-hearted impact. Whether you're a team leader, entrepreneur, or just trying to be a better human, these biblical lessons are more relevant than ever. Let's start with Moses, the reluctant leader. When God called him to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt, Moses doubted himself. "I'm not a good speaker," he said. "Who am I to lead?" Yet Moses became one of history's greatest leaders, not because he had all the answers, but because he trusted the vision and learned to delegate. When he was overwhelmed with leadership duties, his father-in-law Jethro gave wise advice. "You must teach others, delegate responsibilities, and only handle the toughest cases yourself." This is modern-day delegation 101. Build a team, share the load, and avoid burnout. Next, meet Nehemiah, cupbearer to a king-turned-project manager extraordinaire. When he saw the broken walls of Jerusalem, he didn't panic. He prayed, planned, and acted. He surveyed the damage, recruited teams, organized tasks, and led the rebuilding in just 52 days, despite constant opposition. Nehemiah teaches modern leaders the value of strategic planning, clear communication, and staying focused under pressure. He didn't just give orders, he worked alongside his people. He led by example. Then there's Esther, the queen who risked everything. When her people were threatened with genocide, she didn't hide behind her royal title. She fasted, prayed, and approached the king, even though doing so uninvited could cost her life. Her famous words, "If I perish, I perish." Esther shows us that true leadership requires courage, especially when the stakes are high. Her story reminds us, leaders don't stay silent when others are in danger. They speak up even when it's uncomfortable. And finally, Jesus. He flipped leadership on its head. Instead of demanding service, he served others. One of his most powerful moments, washing his disciples' feet. In ancient culture, this was the job of a lowly servant, not a leader. Yet Jesus showed that real influence comes from humility, empathy, and sacrifice. This is called servant leadership, putting others first, listening deeply, and leading by example. It's a leadership model now taught in top business schools, and it started over 2,000 years ago. Want more? Here's a rapid-fire list of other biblical leaders who taught us powerful principles. Joseph, from prisoner to prime minister, leadership through resilience and integrity. David, the shepherd king who led with heart, but learned hard lessons from his flaws. Deborah, a judge, prophetess, and military leader who broke stereotypes with boldness. Each one shows that leadership is less about titles and more about character. So what can we take away from these ancient stories? Moses, don't lead alone. Delegate and empower others. Nehemiah, have a vision, make a plan, work it step by step. Esther, speak up for what's right, even if it costs you. Jesus, lead by serving. Influence through humility. You don't need a massive following to be a great leader. You just need vision, courage, humility, and faith. Because leadership isn't just a role, it's a responsibility. If this video inspired you, hit like, share it with a fellow leader, and don't forget to subscribe for more timeless wisdom from tech, faith, and leadership. Drop a comment below. Which biblical leader do you relate to most, and why? See you in the next one.